Welcome to the first episode of how to become a billionaire, a millionaire, or financial independent. It doesn't really matter the money amount or your net worth. It's not the main goal here. First, I would like to give you my virtual name is Master Investor, and the reason why I am known to be a master investor online is because I do not like to go by my name, because simply I am a person who believes in building businesses and bringing ideas into reality without you being attached to that brand or that business, in the sense that you're not obligated or you're not an asset that helps that business run every single day. The whole purpose of building a business is to actually be able to empower the market which you are targeting by providing the services or products that you're given for that specific business to the people or your customers. But most importantly, I want to talk about the ability to have an idea, bring it into paper, find the right team members, build that team, build the culture, and get it off the ground by finding the right investors, the right capital to come and back you up and bring that idea into fruition. That is the whole purpose of this entire company, and I don't have a name for it yet. So once we have the name, then I will be sharing that with you. But we're working on a YouTube channel. We're working on a website. We're working on many different things because I'm passionate about helping human race become more aware of financial education, increase their financial IQ by listening to podcasts about businesses, how to invest, how to build a company, how to talk to your attorney, how to talk to the banker, what type of people you need in your team in order for that business to be a success, not just for today or tomorrow, but for generations to last. I'm here to share a little bit of my knowledge, as well as to bring valuable people into the channel, into the podcast, to express their comments about what it takes to be a successful businessman or a woman or an entrepreneur or an investor who has built and is building actively brands without them being attached to that business. And what is important to point out is that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an investor, as a marketer, whatever you may be, whoever may be listening right now, what matters is that you understand that you are doing what you are doing because you want to achieve a certain thing. And that thing, for me, is freedom. So I start studying freedom, and I can tell you in one sentence what freedom is to me: is to be able to do whatever you want to do, whoever you want to do it with, and whenever you want to do it with. Okay, so basically you are free to choose from your ideas and be able to execute them regardless of the cost that it takes to achieve or buy that experience. That is freedom to me. And I noticed that in order to have that, you cannot live paycheck by paycheck, or let's say have a 9-to-5 job and do that for the rest of your life and save your money. And I do believe, however, that as young people and on this earth, we are obligated, we have the duty to do good to the planet, to do something for humankind, to help the planet Earth become a better planet, because you did something and you left something behind that empowers generations after generations after generations after generations. And let me tell you something, it is possible. And if you're sitting there, you may think you don't have all the answers. Don't worry about it, because I don't think you ever have all the answers. I think that people close to you, the right people, will provide those answers to you, but they will have the answers. You may not be the one who has the answers. So I love the quote of, I'm sure everybody has heard this quote, if you seek, you should find. So if we look and we ask for help, you'll be surprised what comes to us. And so let's just tackle the meat and potatoes of this subject. And today we're going to start with the fact that an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, whether you are present in the operation or not present at the time of the transactions and the profits being made. That's a true asset, something that you can walk away from today and you can go somewhere where there's a hotel, vacation, and that asset, it could be a business, it could be a multifamily office building, it could be a hotel, it could be an online e-commerce shop, it could be a marketing agency who is being run by other people, your staff, your employees, and they don't need you in order to make sales, in order to continue increasing their sales and the company's revenue. That is a true asset, something that grows because you found a need in the marketplace and you're feeling it constantly, and the demand is so high that the sales and the revenue is increasing daily. So you must take into consideration that all assets should not be attached to you in order for them to make money. If that's the case, and you own a high-paying job, you own a business, you work for the business itself, so you're basically the CEO or the top person or the highest paid employee, whether you take a check or you take the benefits from the company itself, it doesn't matter. You are in control, you're on the top, and if you leave the business doesn't exist or it goes down. So it's very important to, when you start to build the business, that you build it with the intention of being operating by itself without your help at that specific moment, when it opens every morning and when it closes at nighttime, or maybe it's open 24/7. The only way that I found out that you could do that is by having the right model, having the right team in place, having the right training for the employees, having the right culture, having the right mission, and more specific, having 8 elements that I will share with you on my pay course. And I will share those 8 elements that you will need in order to build a business. And we will go through them, we will break them down, we will talk about them. You will definitely have a crystal clear mission, vision, and a picture of what truly you can do and what you need to do in order to bring that business idea that you have into reality. If it's something that you have studied, that you have paid attention to the customers, that you understand there's a high demand and you can bring it forward to them the right way, beating the competition by beating the competition or competition and being able to also provide them with a better solution, and maybe a faster solution, maybe more clever, maybe better materials, less resources, how to use less resources, drop the value, drop the cost of it, but increase the value, and the customers will surely be buying from you and not the competition. So it's important that we look at our competition. We can reverse engineer what they're doing, and we can improve, and we can research. And that's the beautiful thing about today's age and today's technology, that allows us to really expedite faster than ever we have ever experienced in the entire existence of this planet Earth. No one could ever start a business just like that without money, get on YouTube, get viral, get going, and start making money from zero to riches. It is possible. There are hundreds of testimonials, thousands of them online today. So don't take the technology for granted. Like I said from earlier on in the show, we do have the resources around. Maybe we don't know that we have them in front of us. And that's what this whole episode and this whole organization is about, to raise awareness, to give you financial education so your financial IQ grows and you can execute your ideas and your visions that you have in your mind. I believe there are many ideas, but only few people can bring that idea into a successful business like Coca-Cola, like Virgin Airlines, like Pepsi, like Cornflakes, like Nike, like Tommy Hilfiger, like Apple, like Microsoft, like Beats headphones, you name it. That is a product, that is a business, that is something that most likely you don't know who owns it. And that's the beautiful thing about true asset. You don't need to tell. You just buy the product. You don't need to find out because you like the product so much. You just buy the product and you're happy with the solution. Maybe a person like me, I like to look into it, see who owns it, who founded it, how was it founded, what was the reason behind it. I like to study the logo. It's important that we look into this because then you get many ideas from that too. So, but that will be for another episode. Let's just concentrate on the asset and liability. So, asset puts money in your pocket, liability takes money from your pocket. What you need to do and what you should do is, of course, if you have many businesses, you already know this. And if you don't have a business and you're just getting started, then you need to know this information, and that way you can leverage your time and use it, because we could be spending a lot of time and not getting really where we want to and where we need to get. So I suggest that you look forward to this episode and subscribe to the channel. This is the first podcast ever, probably out of 1 million that I'm going to do. And I made a commitment today that I will be doing that every single day, giving you my knowledge. It works for me. It helps me. It improves my communication skills. I'm also learning. As I teach, I learn more. So I also suggest you to teach somebody else. Get the information that you're getting from me, and then go out there and empower other people. And you'll see how just that simple action will change your entire life for the good. With that being said, guys, thank you for joining this short podcast, and I'll leave you with the summary, which is the difference between an asset and liability. And that is, an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out of your pocket. The main goal of an entrepreneur, businessman or woman, an investor, is to acquire, build assets. We all have a financial statement, and on that financial statement you have a column of assets and then a column of liability. What you like to do is, what you should do, and I suggest you to do, is to build assets. That's the main goal. Assets put money into the income column. Liability takes money out of the income column, and it goes out to somebody else's asset column. So it's important that we choose what. Nothing wrong with liabilities, but make sure you have an asset that will pay for that Ferrari, which is taking money out every single month out of your pocket or out of your business. So you want to have a business that will create enough cash flow to be able to make the payments for that liability. And that's the whole game, and that's what's going to keep you in the freedom wheel, in the freedom circle. you don't want to be attached to the things, or you don't want to be working for something, a car or a house, or and that's all you do, work to pay that, but you can't really enjoy it. That is not the freedom game. The freedom game is to build assets, so that way you have the liabilities paid for. You don't have to worry about paying them with your sweat equity, but you have accumulated enough assets to pay for those liabilities, and then you can enjoy them every single day as you should. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It's short, sweet, right to the point. It will get better as we move forward, and as I get used to this new technology. And I look forward to be talking to you on the next podcast. Master Investor, follow me on Instagram, Master Investor, and I'm working on my YouTube channel. All right, talk to you soon.